So today we've got 5 experts who are going to weigh in on what is going to happen in the 2023 real estate market. So I'm going to be asking our very own real estate Rainman what he thinks compared to what they think. So, you ready for this, Justin?
Yes, I want to be quoted on one of these episodes. When am I going to get the credit due for predicting all these things?
I know. One of these days it's going to happen. It's going to blow up. All right, so our first one is, according to the experts we talked to, sales are likely to remain sluggish heading into the spring buying season before picking up during the latter half of the year. So, do you agree with that?
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to end the year right around 4 million sales. I guess it's 2023, so we don't have the data yet, but it'll be right around 4 million.
Yeah.
In 2023, it will be in the 3 millions.
Okay.
Just for comparison, you guys, in 2007, we had over 7 million sales.
Wow.
The reason being, of course, a lot of people don't want to sell or buy with high interest rates.
Yeah. So here goes more on this from the same person. Will inflation continue to abate? Will there be a recession, or will the Federal Reserve deliver a so-called soft landing?
Yeah, the soft landing is interesting because that's the question everyone's asking right now.
Yeah.
Like, do we trust them enough to balance this good enough that a ton of people won't lose their jobs, that a ton of businesses won't completely pull back?
Yeah.
And that is to be determined, and obviously anyone's guess is as good as mine. Doesn't seem like they should mess this one up, but we could probably see it happening.
Okay. All right. So as we know, there was a 20-year high of rates of 7.8 in early November. Our experts believe that mortgage rates will likely remain relatively high during the next few months, with rates falling below 6% by the end of the year. Lawrence Yun, chief economist, says he thinks that 30-year mortgage rates will end 2023 at around 5.5%. What do you think?
Agreed.
Okay.
I'm going to say closer to 5%. By the end of 2023. Yes, the Fed will increase interest rates at least 1, maybe 2 more times before they level off. They'll keep them there for a while. But then I really think if they don't start lowering them by summer or fall of 2023, that we're going to see massive layoffs, big problems with the economies.
Yeah.
And if they don't do it quick enough and they just react, it's going to cause big problems. And so I have trust, I don't know if that's right or not, that they're probably going to ease those a little bit to help balance things out. We saw some of this actually in the trend of 1980 to 83's inflation, where they actually had to drop them because the economy was going down too fast. And then they dropped them too low.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh crap, let's kind of, so I expect them to do that.
Okay, all right, so number 3 is home prices will level off. Our experts forecast range from prices falling 4% to a price increase of more than 5%. Yun thinks prices will stay flat. What say you?
Don't think they'll stay flat.
Okay.
I don't think they'll go up. I think they're going to continue to drop in 2023.
Okay.
We live in Utah, sell homes in real estate in Utah, so we obviously know the Utah market really well. And so it's hard because like in 2021, we went up 28%. Louisiana only went up like 6% or something like that, right? So like depending where you live, it's really hard to judge what your home prices are going to do. If you're buying, your average home is $600,000 and you get a 6% rate, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
If your average home sale is only $120,000 and rates are 6%, the buyers can actually afford that a lot easier. It's not as big of a shell shock for your mortgage payment. So long story short is whatever you guys went up in 2021, whatever percentage you went up in 2021, whether you went up 10%, 20%, just take that number and divide it in half.
Okay.
The markets that went up 10% will go down 5% this year. If your market went up 28%, you're going to lose 14% of your value this year.
I like that calculation.
Yes, that way it's kind of like applies to where everyone lives.
I love that. This is the first time I'm hearing this. Look at that. All right. Okay, so inventory will remain tight. 3.3 months supply of existing home available for sale. And inventory is expected to increase by nearly 23% in 2023. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, so because we're in Utah, we saw inventory some of the lowest in the nation. Then we spiked like crazy and it looked like it was gonna like not stop. Then it leveled off towards October of 2022. And then it started going down and down and down. And we've kind of hit that point where just not a ton of new sellers are coming on the market. They don't want to get out of their 3% interest rate. And so a lot of them are just renting out their homes if they can't sell them. A lot of them are just deciding to stay put. And so because of high rates, we're in this, like, we call it the frozen market. Because it's frozen. Rates are too high, people don't want to sell. But yet the Fed, they want people to put their home on the market to help relieve some of this housing inventory crisis that we have, but it's just frozen. They're not getting either of those things right now. And so yes, inventory will absolutely remain tight in 2023.
Okay. And we've kind of talked about this a little bit, but there will be more variability between markets. Hot was the most common word used to describe the majority of real estate markets as recently as the first few months of 2022. This will no longer be the case in 2023. Basically, they're saying that it's going to be across the board with different markets. So what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, in 2021, if we called a realtor in California, how's the market? It's hot. Called a realtor in Alaska, it's hot. It's blazing hot. Hot as the sun. Hot. Everywhere was hot. Very, very different in 2022.
That's a really
the end of 22, and it's going to be different in 2023. Again, the areas that went up the most appreciation are going to see the most cooling effect. But now we're getting into factors like job economy, right? Is your state pro jobs? And how are they doing at retaining talent and keeping jobs? Because that's going to play a factor in people's home prices. And so again, I'll just go back to my thing. You'll know where your state is at. Just take how much you went up in 2021, divide that in half, and that's kind of what you can expect for 2023's hot, cold, medium market.
I love that. We want to hear from you guys though. Tell us what you think, what your thoughts are, and what's going to happen in 2023. Drop a comment and don't forget to like and subscribe.